What is a dinar? This is in the Quran. A dinar is a gold coin of a specific weight and a specific carat of gold, quantum of gold. If you were to entrust him with a dinar, breads are going out for a couple of months, can you keep this for me? When you come back and you want it back, لا يؤديه إليك. He ain't giving you back at all. إلا ما دمت عليه قائمة. The only way you could get it back is if you stand there pounding and pounding and pounding to get it back. Why the double standards? You give back that man his kintar, 1,200 dinars. You wouldn't give me back my one? Why the double standards? ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّهُمْ قَالُوا. Allah explains in the Quran. He says this is because they claim لَيْسَ عَلَيْنَا فِي الْأُمِّيِّينَ سَبِيلٌ. We have no moral obligations to these ummiyun, the Gentile people who are not Jews. We have no moral obligations to these people, ummiyun, who are not Jews, Gentiles. وَيَقُولُونَ عَلَى اللَّهِ الْكَذِبَ وَهُمْ يَعْلَمُونَ. But they tell a lie against Allah. And they know it's a lie. Where's the lie? This book, the prohibition of riba in the Quran and Sunnah, it's at the back. It does give you all the research. Allah had prohibited riba in the Torah. They changed it. They wrote with their own hands. And the Torah now says, it is haram, it is prohibited for a believer, an Israelite, to lend money on interest to another believer. No, don't do that. Don't rip off your own brother. But it is halal, it is permissible for him to lend on interest to those who are not. Those who are Gentile, you could lend on interest to them. That didn't come from Allah. They wrote that with their own hands. Allah says that's a lie. And so here you have in the Quran money, a dinar. Then in Surah to Yusuf, remember Yusuf, they put him in the well. Come on, shake your head. They put Yusuf in the well, remember? All right. And then the travelers came and they fished him out of the well. And then they took him to Misr. Misr is part of Egypt, not the whole of Egypt. And then they sold him into slavery. Remember? Okay. Allah says in the Quran, وَشَرَوْهُ. They sold him. بِثَمَنٍ بَخْسٍ دَرَاهِمَ مَعْدُودَ. They sold him for a few measly dirhams. Oh my. Not only is dinar in the Quran, but dirham is also in the Quran. A silver coin. How come nobody teaches this subject? And then in Surah Al-Kahf, after the young man had slept for how long? 300 years. Solar calendar 309, lunar calendar. Then Allah woke them up. If you sleep for 300 years and you wake up, the first thing you feel is hungry. So they sent one young man to go buy some food. فَبَعَثُوا أَحَدَكُمْ بِوَرِكِكُمْ هَذِهِ إِلَى الْمَدِينَةِ فَلْيَنْظُرْ أَيُّهَا أَزْكَى طَعَامًا. To send one with these silver coins. Warik. Let him go buy some food. But let him search for that food which is not only halal, but the purest possible food. And so here you are. Money is in the Quran. It's precious metals. Money is in the hadith, the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. It is precious metals. And when precious metals are in short supply, then it would be commodities. If you're in Cuba, Cuba, and you want to bring back sunnah money, and gold and silver in short supply, what would you use as money? No, we don't want to promote tobacco. What would you use as money? Answer? Sugar. Sugar. Okay. What about if you go to the beautiful island of Java in Indonesia? My wife and I drove across the whole island. The beautiful island of Java in Indonesia. And you want to bring back sunnah money? And there's a shortage of gold and silver, what would you use as money? Rice. Rice. Hundreds and hundreds of miles of lush green rice fields. Java is the rice basket of Southeast Asia. You would use rice. It's a basic commodity. It is in plentiful supply. It has a shelf life. Similar with coffee. If you want to bring back sunnah money in Trinidad, all right, you think about it. You won't ask you. This then is sunnah money. Remember my grandfather died? And he left me money, remember? It was 100 dinars, And he could have bought 100 camels. But I couldn't get the money until I was 21. And we said that demand and supply remaining constant in the market for camels. When I'm 21 and they give the money to me, it should still be able to buy the 100 camels. It has functioned successfully as money. Gold and silver have functioned successfully not only as a medium of exchange, not only as a measure of value, but most importantly of all, gold and silver have always functioned successfully as a store of value. Ask any banker in Lower Manhattan, and he would tell you, whenever there's volatility in the currency market, wherever there's a stampede, an investment banker always rushes for gold because he knows that he is safe with gold. And do you know that some of the best minds in monetary economics today are saying that gold has a strategic role to play tomorrow in the world of money? That mankind is going to come back to gold. Do you know that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ also said that? Yes. That the time will come when the only thing that you will have of value, namely as money, he said, would be a dinar and a dirham. That was sunnah money. But then came a strange thing when Dajjal attacked. First of all, he transformed Christendom. Euro-Christendom. Europe, which used to be a Christian civilization. Europe, which fought jihad. Jihad. Again and again to liberate the Holy Land. Crusade. What do you think the crusade was? It was a jihad. A holy war. To to liberate the Holy Land. The